All right, guys. So once again, I want to welcome you guys to the eState Agent Accelerator session for September 30th. And what we're doing in this session is we're going to give you the mindset, the skill set, and the toolkit that you need to be very successful in eState. eState has some incredible momentum right now. And if you position yourself properly, you can ride this wave of success. Now, you guys hear me say in the presentations all the time that this is the new wave of wealth. But I want to let you guys know it's only the new wave of wealth if you can see it for yourself. All right. It's only the new wave of wealth for you if you can see it for yourself and you capitalize and maximize this opportunity. All right. So I want to tell you guys right up front, we're going to start out with the millionaire mindset. We're going to break out of any other mindset that you may have. I don't want you guys to go into this today with the mindset of an employee. I don't want you to go into this today with the mindset of someone who doesn't have all the things that they want and doesn't have the opportunity they need. But I want you to think about the millionaire mindset that you need. Here's the thing that I want you guys to start with, right? Millionaires don't think about money the way that the average person does. Oh, I want y'all to get this. Millionaires don't think about money the way that the average person thinks about money. The average person thinks about working harder, right? But the millionaire thinks about building smarter. Ooh, if y'all are with me already, right? Here's the thing. They are I have this thing that I always talk about. Millionaires, they're thinking about money is totally different. And I talked about this on one of the other trainings that we did recently, but I want to reiterate this for everybody that's going to be listening to this agent accelerator session, okay? Now, there's some different mindsets that you're going to have to adopt if you're going to become very successful in this space. Now, I want to tell you not to impress anyone, but to impress upon you the fact of what it takes to become successful. I want to let you know that I've had the privilege of earning millions of dollars from this space, right? And one of the things that I had to do was had to adopt the millionaire mindset. And there was some different concepts that I had to accept as true in order for me to move forward. So here's one of the concepts, and I talked about this the other night. Here's one of the concepts I want you to think about, right? Because successful people and millionaires think differently about money. And I talk about it on the presentation all the time that there's two major sectors of people in the world. And we're going to talk about the poor and middle class, and then we're going to talk about the rich and wealthy. Now, the biggest difference between the poor and middle class and the rich and wealthy is the way they think. All right. So I want you guys to get that the way they think, and most importantly, the way they think about money. See, poor and middle class people think the purpose of money, right, is just to pay bills and get by. So that's all they focus on. Can I tell you guys that what you think about most is what you become? All right. And so they become the person who only uses money to get by and to pay bills and to survive. But rich and wealthy people, let me tell you, they have a different mindset about money. They understand that the purpose of money is to make them more money. Ooh, I want y'all to get this. Is to make them more money. That's why we're so excited about having an opportunity like e-estate where we could take our money and put it in these income producing properties through e-estate that will allow us to make more money. It allows us to multiply our money, right? And so I want you guys to think about this because what I've learned as being around people who have created million-dollar income streams and created a phenomenal life of success financially, what they do is they think more about their goals than they think about their problems. See, they think more about their goals than they think about their problems. Ooh, I want you to get this. So when they think about their goals more than they think about their problems and situations, that means they become their goals because that's what they think about majority of the time. How many of you all got some goals here on this call? If you got goals and I'm talking about real goals that they're written down that you know you want to achieve, then can you drop a one in the chat for me? I just want to make sure you guys are rocking with me, that you are here with me, that you can understand me. Look, there you go. I see some people right now dropping some ones in the chat that you have some goals. And the rest of you all that haven't dropped one, hopefully you have some goals in your life that you're going to achieve in your life. And hopefully you have those goals written down. Now, let me tell you a secret that I learned from one of my millionaire mentors, right? One of the secrets that I learned is to write your goals, but write them in the present tense. All right. So here's how I do it. And I learned this from Bob Proctor as well. He goes over this. I like to write my goal out this way, guys. I write my goal out as I'm so happy and grateful now that I am earning more than $10,000 per month by what is your date? What is your timeline? Right? I am so happy and grateful now that I am earning more than $10,000 per month by December 31st, 2025. Right? So that may be your goal, right? I don't know. I don't know if that's your goal, but if you write it down, right? Here it is, right? There you go. Mr. Reggie said, I wrote down in 2018 that I owned an apartment complex for each one of my children, and now it's happening. There you go. It's the power of goals, right? Can I tell you that goals are your only escape from reality, right? From your current reality? Your goals. I tell people all the time that if you're in a hole, set a goal because fear and doubt won't get you out. If you're in a hole, set a goal because fear and doubt won't get you out. Somebody's going to get this right now, and this is going to be life changing. This portion of this is going to be life changing for you. All right. This part of this is going to be life changing for you. I want us to get out of the mindset of fear and doubt. I want us to get into the mindset of faith and discipline. It's a different mindset. I don't have the mindset of fear and doubt. I have the mindset of faith and discipline. Why do I have the mindset of faith and discipline? Because I believe I can achieve whatever I can conceive in my mind. The only reason why I'm able to conceive it, the only reason why I'm able to achieve it is because I believe I can conceive it. And here's what's so phenomenal over here. We have incredible examples of people who going out and making these things happen. If you look at Crypto Mason, right? If you follow Martin McLean, you see what he shares, right? We have phenomenal examples of people who are doing a lot of the things that we want to do. All right. So we got to change our mindset. We got to know that it's absolutely possible. The next rank that you want to achieve with with e-estate, the next income level that you want to achieve with e-estate, you need to have that written down as a goal. I am so happy and grateful now that I am agent level 4 by October 31st, 2025. Now, let me give you something about that date, right? The date is a timeline, not a deadline. Somebody's going to get me like this because most people put dates on things, but they're thinking about it the wrong way. See, if you call it a deadline, if it doesn't happen on that date, then your dream dies. And that happens for too many people. That's why we don't call it a deadline. We understand it's a timeline. This is the timeline that I want to achieve what I am talking about, right? What goal I am setting. I am so happy and grateful now that I am agent level 4 by October 31st, 2025. Now we got to go in like we're wrapping up September, right? This is the last day of September. We're wrapping up September and we're about to go into October. But here's what I want to tell you. October is going to be outstanding. This is going to be an outstanding October for all of us, right? I already know it. I'm already confident in it. I'm already speaking it. I'm already celebrating it. That's another key. Can you celebrate when you really got the feeling and when you really understand it? Can you go ahead and accelerate it? Can you accelerate it by celebrating it? All right. If y'all celebrating it right now, drop 777s for all that you are going to achieve in October. If you know October is going to be outstanding for you and you're ready to accelerate the level of success that you desire, drop 777 in the chat for me right now. This is all the serious people who say, look, I'm not playing with it. Playtime is over. We're going into the last quarter of the year. October, November, December are going to be absolutely incredible months for me. I'm going to achieve more success than I have all year long in this fourth quarter. Here's one thing I want to tell you guys is that I am a big fan. I've always been a big fan of Kobe Bryant. And if you guys know anything about Kobe Bryant, is that he owned the fourth quarter. I don't think there's much more of a clutch player, right, in the fourth quarter than Kobe Bryant. We've seen him do some absolutely phenomenal stuff, but he had a Mamba mentality. That's what he used to call it. And his mentality was that I am going to go in, give me the ball. I don't care what's going on. Put the ball in my hand because I'm about to close out. Right? And that's what we have to do now with what we're doing with e-estate, right? So we're going to think like millionaires. And we're going to think about things like millionaires. So here's one of the statements I want you guys to understand, right? Successful people, now let me rephrase this. Unsuccessful people are always looking for the minimum requirement. Successful people, the millionaires, they're always looking for the maximum result. So, what we're not going to do is we're not going to think about minimum requirements. People who I know have the wrong mindset, they come into this opportunity and they start talking stuff like, "Hey, how many of these Zoom presentations do I have to attend?" They start thinking stuff like, how many people do I have to share this with? How many this, how do I have to, they're thinking about the minimum requirement. But I know the successful people. I could tell by the way they talk. I could tell by the way they think. Because the successful people and the people I know are going to be super successful. How many of these Zoom presentations can I? How many times y'all do this Zoom presentation every week? Because you know what? I want to be on every single one of them. I want to have somebody on every Zoom presentation. I want to invite my people out to the Zoom. Can we have more Zoom presentations? If I do more Zoom presentations, if I show up more often, am I going to achieve more? Can I get an even better result? Can I get there even faster if I do more? What if I host my own presentations? See, I love when people think like that, right? That is the thing. How many times do I have to post on social media? They know how many times can I post on social media? Show me all the things. I want all the things because if I could do all the stuff, just tell me what to do. And I'm ready to do it because I know what I want to achieve. I know what my goal is. So there's a difference there. Here's the next thing, guys. I want you guys to get, I hope everybody's taking notes. Here's another thing, guys. Note takers are money makers. So if you're on here, I hope you're taking notes. Note takers are money makers. Let's talk about this. Here's another thing that I want you guys to get. I said this on another one of my training calls, right? But I want you guys to get this. It's easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make a little money over a long period of time. This is incredible, guys. Once I got this concept, it changed everything for me. You know what? Because I stopped looking for the hard ways to make a little bit of money. And it's a big thing because most people, right? It's easy. Here you go. It's easier to make a lot of money over a short period of time than it is to make a little money over a long period of time. And this is why you got to grasp this concept because it's going to determine what you focus on. See, when before that, I was like, you got to go out and you got to trade hours for dollars. You got to go out and you got to work very hard. It's a hard day's work for a hard day's pay, right? It was that. But when I realized that there was people out there that weren't working as hard as I was, but they were 10xing and 100x and sometimes 1,000x the income that I was making, I said, hey, hold on. I gotta figure this thing out. Why are they working so much less than me, but they're making so much more than I am? It's because they had accepted the fact that it's easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make a little money over a long period of time. It's just a fact, guys. If you ask anybody who's made a significant amount of money, they will tell you it was easier to make a lot of money than it was to struggle and make a little bit of money. When I was at the bank making six figures, I want to tell you, I was making six figures at the bank. I thought I was doing pretty good, but I had to work 50, 60 hours a week at the bank to make that six figures, right? And I had to work hard, deal with customers, employees, and intense issues, right? As a bank manager. And that's what I had to do as a bank executive. You got to do these things, right? But let me tell you, when I made $100,000 in 1 month, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I probably worked about 10 hours a week. I was working about 10 hours a week. I want you to get this. I wasn't working this hard. And you know what my work was? What I'm doing right now. You know what my work was? I was getting on Zoom presentations. I was doing maybe two Zoom presentations a day. This is what I was doing. I was doing this. Guys, here's what I'm telling you. It's not what you think it is. Yes, do we work? Here's one of the things. I'd rather be effective in my time with the right opportunities rather than being ineffective because I'm trying to work the wrong vehicle. Mm. I say in the presentation, anytime that you have a destination that you're trying to get to, it's very important for you to have the right vehicle to get there. You want to choose the right. See, if you wanted to go on a journey of 1,000 miles, please don't choose a bicycle. Please don't choose a bike. If you got to go on a journey of 1,000 miles, please do not choose a bike. But that's what most people do financially. They're trying to get to a financial destination and they're using equivalent of bikes to try to get to that financial destination where they're trying to do it with a job. It's hard to get to being a millionaire with a job, but if you get on a jet, you can get there fast and in style. See, estate is the jet that you can use to financial freedom, but you got to see it as that. If you see, if you can see estate being that jet for you to get to your financial destination that you desire, then I want y'all to do me a favor and drop some ones in the chat. I had to give you this mindset stuff because we were going to talk about this, and I want you guys to embody this, embrace this, and everything that we're going to talk about in training is going to make this more and more effective for you, right? Most people don't get this. Most people don't have somebody giving them this information and giving them and helping them with this mindset to achieve the level of success that they want. Most people never get to do this. And guys, I want to tell you, it didn't come free for me. I got around people who were making eight figures. I got around it. And then I was a note taker. I paid to be in different spaces where I could learn from people so that I can start to experience this type of success. I paid $2,000 plus to be at events. I paid $25,000 to be at mentorships. I paid all of this stuff to be around people to do this. And now I want to come back and disseminate this information to you all so we can have even more people set themselves free and become and achieve the level of success that they desire. All right? This is what we're going to do, right? This is what we're going to do. So I want you to come in and I want you to think like a millionaire. I want you to think as your millionaire self. You have the ability to do that, right? You have the ability to think as your millionaire self right now. Wealth is just a mindset shift. And once you shift your mindset, you're ready to go. All right. So, guys, I want to what I'm going to go over first. We had a couple of announcements and things that we want to talk about, right? So, I want to go over this first because I believe this is going to be very helpful. All right. So, the first thing that I want to talk about here is so you guys know we have an event coming up in North Carolina here again in Raleigh, North Carolina. We have an event that's going to be on October 25th. It's going to be at the Hyatt House here. Very nice hotel here in Raleigh, North Carolina. But it's going to be a live event. Once again, we're going to have networking, we're going to have a presentation, and we're going to have an agent training during that day, right? And so this is it's good to be in the room. If you've never been in the room, which most people haven't, unless you came to the one last month, it's good to be in the room because you're going to get some advanced learning and knowledge, and you're going to be in close proximity with people who are already succeeding with e-estate. Plus, you'll be able to bring, if you have guests that you want to come with you, you'll be able to bring them into the room so they can get exposed to the information. If you have a team of people, you may want to encourage them to come to the event because it's going to be phenomenal. Now, so that's going to be October 25th, and I'm going to pull up, give me one second. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and put the link in just in case you guys want to go ahead and get your tickets for that event. I'm going to drop that in the chat for you guys here so that you will have that. All right. So we're going to drop that in the chat. If you want to get in the building, that's the link for you to be able to do that. Right. Very soon, we're going to have everything locked in for our next event that's happening right after that, which is going to be on January 31st. Guys, go ahead and mark your calendars for January 31st, 2026, because we're going to have an event in Miami, right? We're planning this event out at the same building where our apartment in Miami is located. Guys, you do not want to miss this. It's going to be in the same building where our apartment in Miami is located. Mark your calendars. We don't have the link for you to enroll or purchase your tickets yet, but we're going to have that very soon. That's going to be coming up January 31st, 2026. And we're going to have a contest for some lucky winners to actually be able to tour our property in Miami. All right. So that'll be good for you to create some content, get some videos, some pictures, and to experience one of the properties that is on eEstate's platform. Right. So that's one of the things that we're going to do. So hopefully you guys are excited about that as well. How many of you all excited about us having live events? If you're excited about that, drop a two in the chat for me. Drop a two in the chat. If you guys are excited, this is taking eEstate to the next level because we are now having live events where people can come really experience the power of eEstate, right? And we're having this set up in a phenomenal way. So, guys, stay tuned for that, right? The next thing that we have is we do have our merch shop. And just in case you guys didn't know, if you want to purchase some merch, some e-estate merch so that you can and I'm gonna pull it up here. I should be able to pull this up. Give me one second. Mm, all right, there we go. You will be able to purchase some merch. Here is, I'm going to drop this link in the chat too, just in case you guys want that. So you can go purchase some e-estate merch for yourself, which will help you while you're out and about, right? So this is the e-estate shirts and hoodies, hats. We got a lot of different things, even polo shirt. If you want to get an embroidered polo shirt, we have hats. We have also the mug that's available. We have all of this stuff. The future of real estate is tokenized. You guys see that here as well. We have the one that says no rentals, no Airbnb, but we got tokenized real estate, right? So that's another one that we have. Like I said, hoodies, t-shirts, all of that type of stuff is available there for you. So we have this right here, right? Wearing merch, you can actually do that. So the e-estate merch is available for you all here as well, right? So that's another thing that we have launched right here. One of the things that's going to be coming up very soon as well that I'm working on right now is that we're having an e-estate events page that I'm developing right now that you will be able to go in and you'll be able to see all the upcoming events for eEstate. As we continue to grow and expand, that's going to be very important that you know where to get all the information about the events for eEstate. So you'll be able to see all the upcoming Zoom meetings and the live meetings that we have. So that is something that we have coming up also. Okay, guys. So that's powerful as well. All right. So let's go in. Let's go in. We're going to talk about a few more things here that we're talking about with estate. So those are some of those announcements that I wanted to talk about here. But now we're going to jump in to help people get started. If you haven't been taking notes yet, I want you guys to go ahead, break out your notepad because we're going to help you understand estate and how to get off to a fast start and the best start possible. All right. So let me go ahead and let's do this, right? I'm gonna pull up my back office because I want to go over a couple things here. So let me get signed in. Give me 1 second. And so here's one of the most important things I want to talk to you guys about. Here's one of the very most important. When you sign up for e-estate, I want you to go into your settings and I want you to set up your 2FA. Set up your 2FA. You guys understand me? How many people have their 2FA set up? If you have your 2FA set up, then I want you to go ahead and I want you to drop a 3 in the chat. If you have your 2FA set up on your account, drop a 3 in the chat for me now. How many people got that 2FA set up? Incredible. I love it. I love it. Do not leave this call without having your 2FA set up on your account because it is vitally important for you to have that set up. You do not want to get hacked or jacked in your account. Set up your 2FA. All right. So that's very important. Here's the next thing that I want to talk about. So when you guys decide that you want to join eEstate, here's the strategy, guys. If you talk to people or if it's you yourself, when you're joining eEstate, if you know that you're going to become an agent because you want to share this opportunity with other people, you want to go ahead and sign up as an agent first. Can I help y'all with that? I want you guys to get this. You want to sign up as an agent first, right? Now, sign up as an agent. Now, in order to become an agent, it's $9 per month. You can pay for that first $9, or you can pay $90 for the year, right? So, whichever one you want to do, go ahead and sign up as an agent first. Then I want you to go in and purchase whatever property that's best for you. Now, this is just my suggestion, but can anybody tell me why that is my suggestion? Does it come to mind why I would tell somebody to do that? Why it's a good idea to become an agent first before you purchase your property. If you know you're going to become an agent. If you already know that up front, hey, I'm going to be an agent. Does anybody know? Can anybody drop it in the chat for me? Anybody got it for me? All right. If nobody has it, let me tell you why. Because so they can get paid on their assets, commissions. All right. So here's the reason why. Because in the estate compensation plan, 100% of your personal investments count towards your turnover volume as an agent. All right? 100% of your personal investments count towards your turnover volume as an agent. So it's going to get you off to a fast start as an agent, right? If you got that, drop a 4 in the chat for me. Drop a 4 in the chat. I want to make sure everybody understands that, right? It's going to count towards your turnover volume as an agent. Now, being the fact that it does count towards your turnover volume, let me show you guys something. I want to, if this is where you're going to access your information. If you go to Info Hub and then you go to Knowledge Base, once you get to Knowledge Base, right, I want you to go to Documentation. Once you go to Documentation, it's going to have all of these documents here, right? All these documents here. But you can go in and you can go in and look at the document for agents. So if we go in and we look at the documents as for a digital real estate agent, and you want to look at this information here, we're going to go in and we're going to look at the agent levels and bonuses. All right. So when you look at this, these are the agent levels and bonuses. So I want you guys to take this into consideration. If you were going to come in and you're going to start as a digital real estate agent and you're going to purchase your first property of and you're going to spend, let's say if you're going to invest at least $500, do you know that $500 is going to count directly to your level one volume, and then you're going to get 100 e-tokens for doing that. A lot of people ask me, say, hey, look, I did my property, then I signed up as an agent, but I didn't get that. Well, because if you do it in the right order, this is going to count for you, right? So you come in, you be like, hey, look, I'm going to do $500. I'm going to be agent level one, and I'm going to get 100 e-tokens. All right. Now, what if you're going to start with the Los Angeles villa like I did, like Reggie did, like so many others did, right? $3,120. So $3,120, that's going to take you automatically. If you're already an agent and you purchase that property, it's going to take you to agent level two. So let me tell you what happens with this. At agent level two, you're going to now get paid on two levels in your organization. It qualifies you to get paid on two levels in your organization, and you're going to get 150 e-tokens, and you're going to get a $30 cash bonus from the company. That cash bonus will be paid out to your back office because you purchased your own real estate property. You purchased your own share. You now got a bonus for doing that. How many of you all like bonuses for doing what you're going to do anyway? Drop a five in the chat if you like that, right? A bonus for doing what you're going to do anyway. Now, some of you all may be starting with the commercial property. We have a strategy that I'm going to show you guys in just a second. But some of you all may start with the commercial property in Phoenix, Arizona. If you do that and you start with $10,270, why not get the most bang out of it? What you're going to do is you become an agent first, then you purchase a property at $10,270. It's going to take you all the way up to agent level three. Now you're going to get 250 e-tokens when you do that, and you're going to get a $100 cash bonus from the company. It's like getting cash back from making a purchase you were going to already make. You guys understand this? Now, if you do this from the beginning, guess what, guys? You're going to get, if you do this, if you start with that $10,270, here's what you're going to get from the company. You can get the 100 e-tokens, the 150 e-tokens, and the 250 e-tokens. So you'll get 500 e-tokens. You're going to get 500 e-tokens when you do this, and you're going to get a $130 cash bonus back. Man, I love e-estate. I love e-estate. And guess what, guys? I got all of this and I haven't referred a soul. I haven't referred anybody, and I've been rewarded from e-estate. This is very good. All right. So those are things that I want you to understand there. But look, if you start out with this, you're already agent level three, which means you get paid on three different levels in your organization. Now, your organization hasn't been built out that level yet, but you're already prepared to start making money on three different levels of your organization just because you came in with the investment that's best for you. I love the way e-estate works, guys. Y'all see why I'm such a proponent for this opportunity? This is amazing. I'm telling you all how to get off to a fast start, right? This is how you get off to a fast start with e-estate. All right. Now, here's the next thing that I want you to do. If you're going to become an agent, one of the things that you want to do as an agent is that you want to launch your business, not start up your business. You want to launch. It's a difference between starting a business and launching a business. We're going to launch our businesses over here because things that you launch can go much further. Do you guys understand? You start a car, you launch a jet, you launch a spaceship, you launch a rocket. Rockets go much faster and much farther than cars do, right? So you start a car, but you launch a rocket, you launch a spaceship. And if you want your business to go out of space, you better launch it. How do we launch it? Let me tell you this. When you get started, get with the person who invited you and you said, look, I'm ready to launch my business. How do I launch it? You want to have your real estate empire launch call, preferably a call. Why? Because people are busy moving around, all that type of stuff. It may be a little bit more difficult for you to have a live in person thing and get everybody together, but you could do a quick call on a Tuesday night, on a Wednesday night, on a Thursday night, whenever night is best for you. But you can now you want to be in the mode of excitement. Hey, look, I'm about to launch my new real estate business, and I want you to be on it because I've always thought we should make money together. Hey, I'm about to launch my new real estate business and I want to tell you guys all about it, man, because we're going to help a lot of people earn passive income. Will you be able to get on my call tonight at 8 p.m.? We're going to launch it. You're going to send that message out to as many people as possible. You're launching something. You want everybody to know about it. We're going to show you how you can earn passive income even if you only got $10. Can you jump on? I want to give you all the information. I'm gonna show you how to earn passive income through real estate, even if you only have $10. Send it out to everybody. Get 10, 20 people on a call, private call for you. If y'all need me to host it, I will host the call, right? If you need, and look, we got up and coming leaders who already know this information, who've been on enough calls. I'm quite sure Reggie could do the entire presentation. I'm quite sure there's a lot of people could do the entire presentation, but get them on. You have 10, 20 people on a call that night. Guess what? They're going, you come out of that, and let's just say if you come out of that and then you have 10 people get started, right? You got 20 people on, half of them say, hey, look, I see an opportunity for myself. They're going to join you. You now have 10 different agents in your organization. You're building a real estate empire. Now, some of them may not say, some of them be like, hey, look, have no interest in building a real estate organization, but I do want to earn some of that passive income that you're talking about right there. Either way, it works for you. Either way. Now you want to be real good about it, offer an incentive. Hey, come on to my call tonight. Somebody's going to leave with their first share of a real estate property. As a matter of fact, it's a property in Miami that pays passive income. That's going to be a lucky winner, but you got to be on the call and stay on the call for the entire time to win. If you don't have the resources to do that, then get with your sponsor, and I'm quite sure that they'll be able to do that, right? There you go. Reggie said, my wife and I have signed up 3 agents in the last couple of days. That's the power of what we have, guys. Launch. If you haven't had your launch call yet, and you're ready to have your launch call, but you're like, hey, look, I know I need to have a launch call. I need to launch my real estate empire. Let me see who's out there. Drop a 6 in the chat. If you like, hey, look, I need to have a launch call. I need to have a launch call. I need to have one of these launch calls because I'm ready to launch my real estate empire, right? Mr. Reggie say, I need to have it. I don't care how long you've been in, guys. I don't care if you've been in since the beginning of e-estate and you haven't had a launch call, it's probably time for you to do it. Are you really taking your business serious? Are you really taking this opportunity serious? Look, guys, reach out to your sponsor. If you guys need me to do the call, I will definitely do it for you, right? I will do a launch call for you. All right. If you guys if you need me to do that, right? So I just want to tell you guys, you need to have a launch call, right? Here's another thing you need to do is to attend as many presentations as you can. Why? Because here's a statement that I believe that you guys should know. Immersion increases conversion. The more you immerse yourself in the information, the higher your conversion rate will be when you share the information. Why? Because you're more convinced, you're more knowledgeable, right? And it becomes a part of your natural conversation. You people can feel your confidence, they can feel your belief. And here's the thing. Most of the time, if you're going to get somebody involved, all it requires is a transfer of belief. When you're talking to them, if that belief that you have transfers to them, they'll have no problem with getting started. How do you get more? See, with anything, how do you get more indoctrinated with the information? By being around and exposing yourself to it more. When you get around it, you be more. All right, so let's do that. Now, here's what another thing I want to talk to you guys about. So the way that our compensation plan works, if you're brand new, or if you maybe you just don't understand it, with our compensation plan, you heard me say every level that you go up and as an agent increases the amount of levels that you're able to get paid on in your organization. Now, here's what the thing. We get paid on 8 levels of through our compensation plan. So when you become agent level 8, that means that you're getting paid on 8 levels of your organization. All right. So at agent level 8, that's when that happens. Okay. So I want you guys to understand that every level. So when you're agent level 1, you're getting paid on your level 1. When you're agent level 2, you're getting paid on levels 1 and 2. When you're agent level 3, you're getting paid on levels 1, 2, and 3. When you're agent level 4, you're getting paid on levels 1, 2, 3, and 4. It goes that way all the way till you get agent level 8 because it caps out at 8. Now, the company has the agent levels that go all the way to 10. So this is cool. So we go all the way up to 10, but you cap it out at 8. Now, agent level 8 is a monumental place. It is one of the places that we talk about with agent level 8 because of the fact that it maximizes now that you're going to get paid on all the levels of deal commission, but you're also going to get paid on all 5 levels of profit commission. So, guys, I want you guys to understand this. So, on your first level, you're getting paid 5%. On your second and third level, you're getting paid 2%. But you have, so when you become agent level 4, you're getting paid 5% on your first level. When you become agent level 5, you're getting paid 2% on your second level. When you become agent level 6, you're getting paid also 2% on your third level. When you become agent level 7, you get paid 1% on your fourth level. When you become agent level 5, you get paid 1% on your fifth level. Woo. All right, I want to check for understanding. If you guys understand what I'm talking about, drop a 7 in the chat. If you understand how this compensation plan works, this is why we want every agent on here so that they can understand the agent compensation plan. Because in order for you to get paid as much as you can, you need to understand the compensation plan. All right. There you go. Everybody understands that. So that's good stuff right there, right? So now what we want to go into here is that you're gonna I love the fact that our bonuses are paid out immediately in here. So you can use those bonuses for whatever you want to, right? So you can use those bonuses that you get, you can use it to purchase more properties. You can use those bonuses to withdraw. So you can, you can withdraw them if you need it to use it for cash or whatever you need to do, but you can use those bonuses for that. Now, how many people when you get in and you share this with people, you want to increase if you want to increase the amount that people get started with and also repeat people that get started in your repeat purchases, right? If you want that, drop an 8 in the chat. If you want them to increase the amount they get started with and repeat purchases, let me show you guys something. I built something for us, guys, and I showed it to some people. But here is our e-estate active phase income planner. I want you guys, I put some time into building this for us because this right here, guys, this right here is going to help you. So now somebody can come in, right? And I have it hosted right on my website. I'm gonna throw this in here so you guys can play with it a little bit, right? I'm gonna throw the link in here to it. Here's the link to it right now. I just have it hosted on my website right now, right? But this is your active phase income planner. So if somebody comes in If they say, well, look, how can I maximize what I earn? Well, you can ask them their goals. How much, first of all, how much do you want to get started with? Somebody may come in here and say, I want to start with $1,000. Okay, cool. Are you planning on making any additional monthly contributions to this? Do you plan on adding $100 each month? Or do you plan on just doing that $1,000 and then using your profits to get to your income goal? And they may say, well, yeah, I'm just going to use the profits to get to my income goal. So you're going to put zero there. Leave that at zero if they're not going to add anything else. Now, you're going to ask them, well, how much income do you want to be earning every month? Right? And that person may say, well, you know what? I want to earn $1,000 a month. How can I get there? Right? So you're going to put that in as their target monthly income. All right. Now you could go in and the assumption profile means, are we going to go conservative, expected, which is the midpoint, or is it aggressive? Right? So we're going to say expected, which is the midpoint, right? Now, you could do auto capitalized profits or no reinvestment. So you could do whichever one is best. So let's do auto capitalized profits, right? So we're going to show you how this works here, right? Now, what we're going to do is run this as a projection here of how do I get to that type of income. All right. Now you can actually go in and you can run this projection to see. Now, when I run this projection, I want you guys to see this. So this is talking about total capital right here, and we're showing $1,118, right? This means that the active income is $118 with this. This is two active lots, which this is your this is apartments, right? So this is starting with apartments. So with this one, you see where it's going. $118 is your monthly income at that point. Month two, your monthly income is 131. Here's what I want to tell you. Most people, they got to see something like this because they can't see it from the beginning. They was like it's 118, then it's 131, but guys, look at this over time. So month 3, through this strategy, you'll be at 145. Month 4, 158. Month 5, 184. But how long is it going to take us to get to $1,000 a month from $1,000? You'll see that it's going to take us 23 months to get here. But they see the process of being able to get there. They see the process from $1,000 to $1,000 a month. Now the thing is, they're making money all in between. They're making money. All this money they're making each month. But by the time they get to month 23, they're at $1,000 a month. There is nowhere else that I know of that's backed by real world assets that you could take $1,000 and push that $1,000 to producing $1,000 a month for you in 23 months. This is incredible, guys. 23, and it tells you right here, active phase goal reached in 23 months. All right. Now let's look at this. For somebody, you guys know I've talked about this strategy of 10,500. So if somebody decided they wanted to start with 10,500, and let's go in and put that, and then they want to get to $10,000 per month. Let's show them how this works, right? So we're going to go in here and we're going to run the projection on this. And we're going to let them know that these are projections. This is estimates only. This is what the calculators say. I put this in here so people know these are estimates only, but they're good estimates that we could go off of. So if we go in first month, right? You get started. You're looking at 1617, right? That you're going to get started over here. This is your active income is $1,617 the first month. The second month, 1,800. Guys, do you see that it says that you will reach your goal in 16 months over here? You'll go from $10,000 to $10,094 in 16 months. This is without them having to come out of pocket with any more money. They're using their profits to reinvest in properties to produce their profits. So this is a good calculator look so they can go in and look how fast can I get to my income goal? And this is what's great about this, guys. This is not with them referring anybody. This is without them having to talk to anybody. This is strictly using the income producing properties that E-Estate has. If you like this right here, can y'all drop a nine in the chat for me? I just want to know. I put in some work on this so that we can have something that will be a calculator for we could so we could go in there and calculate how we could do this, right? This is a way that we can literally go in and do it. If somebody asks, let's go in and I'm gonna add, I'm gonna do $100 a month. You can put that in there, and you can see how that'll speed up the process, right? You say, well, look, I'm gonna add $100 a month to this. That's my additional contribution. Then I run this projection, right? And then I can see, hey, look, what this is going to do. Now it increases that amount from $10,094 to $10,715 by the 16th month. Now you got more, right? But this is like I said, this is an income planner that gives people the opportunity to be able to do that, right? So I came up with this because if you share this with people and give them a plan, they're more likely to get started when they can see it for what it is. They can see how to get where they want to be, right? Even if somebody says, "Hey, look, I got to start with $100." Right? This is for anybody. If I got to start with $100, I'm gonna add $100 every month, and my target is to get to $100 a month. Let's just say that's what their goal is, right? How long is it going to take me to get there? You run the projection. They say, look, it's going to take them 8 months to get here, right? To get to $118 a month. Where else can somebody start with $100? They're going to add $100 per month, right? And then in 8 months, they'll be at $118 a month. This is, and they can probably, and we can show them. They said, look, I don't want to add any more. You can show them how to do it that way. Now, this is going to slow down the process if they're at $100, right? And they're not adding anymore, right? So what you want to do is to make sure that you show them the reality. Hey, you want to add some more every month, right? So this is it. Now, it's talking the reason why it's doing this here for us. I want to explain this for you. Because in here in the calculation, it's not taking into account the Miami property. That's why with the $100, it's saying it's not enough because it's taking into account the Seattle apartment, but not the Miami apartment because it's not in the presentation documents. I actually uploaded the presentation documents in here. So the presentation documents don't have the Miami property in here. So if we started at, let's just say 120, you'll see it adjusts so it'll adjust it here. If I run this calculation off of 120, that way they can at least purchase an apartment. And when they purchase an apartment, it takes them to 113 the first month, right? So that's how that works. So this is the reason why it looks like that. But you see how this person can get to $105 a month in 29 months by doing this, right? It's just with them doing $100 a month. All right. So I wanted to show you guys that. So that's one of the things I came up with that I think is going to help you guys with getting to your income goals and helping other people get to their income goals as well. Now, I want to go over, here's another thing. I want to make sure I cover all the stuff that I can for you all. No, that's not where I want to go to. Hold on, let me pull this up and then we're gonna go. If this has been helpful for you guys so far, drop a 10 in the chat for me, guys. Drop a 10 in the chat while I pull this up. I'm gonna pull up some other stuff for you that man, we're gonna have so many different ways for you to succeed over here. It's going to blow you away. All right. Now let me give you guys this. Let me click on this. All right. Here is the link to the e-estate agent docs, right? Here, that's the link to the e-estate agent docs that I have. Now, here's something that I added to the e-estate agent docs. I want you guys to see this. I added something to the e-estate agent docs here. So let me switch my share so I can share this with you all. Let me switch this. All right, so I'm going to share this with you all, and I added something here. I added the e-estate reinvestment roadmap, right? Let me pull this up. Oh no, that's not it. I pulled up the wrong document. We can go over that document too, but that's not the one I was trying to get to. Here's what I want to pull up. Here's what I want to pull up. If you want to provide something to somebody, and I have this in the e-estate agent docs now. So if you want to provide something to somebody that's going to give them the 10,500 to $10,000 a month roadmap specifically, you can actually give them this, right? This is something you can provide for them. The initial capital is 10,500. You could talk about the eligible property which is going to be the commercial property. The daily returns is listed here. The monthly yield is listed here. The active phase is 18 months. The profitability is listed here as well. All right. Now you can provide them with this. So from day one, they're earning about $1,700 a month without compounding. All right. Now, step two is the profit reinvestment strategy. The key is to roll those profits into new properties as soon as enough accumulates. At 1,700, not enough to buy a new property. 3,400 cumulative, best to save until month six, until for another commercial property. So by month six, they'll accumulate another commercial property, right? And now they're at $3,400 per month, right? Now the next step is so by month 12, they're going to purchase two more, which is going to bring them to $6,800 a month. By month 15, they're going to buy two more, so they're at a total of six, which brings them to $10,200 per month. Their step four, the target achievement by month 15, it reaches 10K per month. On the conservative end, it's 9,800. On the aggressive side, it's 11,000 per month that they're making, right? Now, the long-term passive income is there as well. After 18 months, each property transitions to 10% annually without reinvestment. The income falls with reinvestment. Some income secures 10K a month before the passive phase, right? So this is what we have here. Someone starting with 10,500 can reach $10,000 a month in profits by month 15 by continually reinvesting into commercial properties. How many of you all like that game plan? If you like that game plan, drop a one in the chat for me again. Drop a one in the chat for me. If y'all like that game plan, we have a specific game plan that's laid out, guys, specifically laid out for people who want to start with that. So people who have 10, they have some discretionary income. You may run into somebody that's got like, man, I got $75,000. I don't know what to do with, but I want to grow with it, right? And they may say that. So what you do is you share this with them, right? And if you share this with them, then they say, well, look, you say, well, look, I don't want you to take the whole 75. You can do that if you want to, but let me show you with 10,500 what you can produce. And what I love about e-estate is that this is paid out daily, so they're truly in control of how they maneuver with the money they're making. Some of them are going to maneuver with the money they're making in a different way, but once they get there, they get to decide. The other thing is, guys, we're not even talking about the agent side. If they're an agent and they're using this strategy, it's going to be beneficial for them because all their purchases count towards their agent turnover. Every purchase they continue to make counts toward their personal agent turnover. Not also including that it counts towards your agent turnover. If you're the person who referred them. So in month one, they purchased 10,000, right? I'm just use round numbers. They purchased 10,000, you make 600, a little over 600, right? Month six, they're going to purchase another 10,000, you make another 600. Month then by month 12, they're going to purchase two more, you make 1,200. Month 15, they purchase two more, you make another 1,200 plus. All in between, guys, you're making, once you're agent level four, you're making 5% on all of these people if you directly referred them, all of these purchases. When they get to $10,000 per month, do you understand that you're making 5% of that? That's $500 a month that you're making from that one person because they're making $10,000 a month. Do you see how lucrative this is? How many people? What if you had five people doing this? If you had five people doing this, look at how much income you're making. Look at your passive residual through the profit commission would be over $2,000 a month. How many of y'all like this, man? If you like this, drop a two in the chat, right? If this is expands your mindset to what's possible over here, it's going to make it even easier for you to present the opportunity to people because now you can give them an exact roadmap to achieve their goals. Whether you're using the income calculator or whether you're using this sheet right here to forward them to that and be like, hey, look, here's an opportunity for you. This is just incredible, guys. This is incredible what we have our hands on. And I hope everybody's embracing this and embracing the possibilities of what's available. Now, let's talk about some things and then I'm gonna open it up for some Q&A and stuff. But let's talk about some things here. I'm gonna go back in the e-estate agent toolkit. Make sure you guys are using these things right here. But here's one thing. I opened this earlier. I'm gonna open it back up. A lot of people wonder about some things. Here's some good talking points for you, right? So these are 10 reasons why now is the perfect time to be an agent in tokenized real estate. Here's a lot of things right here. Agents who position themselves are now early in a once in a generation shift similar to getting into crypto before 2015 or e-commerce before Amazon exploded. Do you guys see what type of opportunity we have right here? When you're talking to people about becoming an agent, these are things that you should take into account. Traditional real estate requires licenses, large capital, and complex legal processes. Now, anyone with a smartphone and an internet connection can get involved. Agents can serve global clients without stepping foot on the property. All right, Mr. Reggie, you have a great evening. We're gonna have the recording out later so everybody can check this out. All right. Now, here's the other thing: borderless income potential. The world's biggest asset class just got liquid. Earn while you sleep. The blockchain is inevitable. Larry Fink, CEO of BlackRock, said, "We believe tokenized real estate, real world assets will revolutionize the financial system. This isn't a trend. This is the future, and agents are on the front lines. Massive demand, low competition over here. Here's my statement here. No tenants, toilets, or termites. Agents don't have to explain 50 pages of contracts or handle evictions. I put the link in there just earlier, Ken. I'll drop it back in there in the chat again. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna copy the link. I'll drop it in the chat again. There you go. That's the link to it. I just dropped in there. So you could go in. You should be able to access that. It's a Google Drive folder there for you. So yeah, that's it. But all of this information is in here. If you want to create some curiosity, right? Here's the thing that I put in there for curiosity. These are webinar. These are for the webinars, right? So here are curiosity posts for the webinars that we have. What if you could earn? Can you show how to get to the e-estate calculator projection? You mean the link for the calculator? Is that what you're asking for? Okay, yeah, I can do that. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this back up. All right, let me put this in here. I'm gonna paste that in there as well, just in case anybody missed it. That's the income calculator. All right. And let me get back to this though. This is curiosity posts right here that you can come up with. Now, I suggest everybody get familiar with using AI so you can create some of your own things. But until you actually get there, you can look at this and see what how you want this to work. So, what if you could earn passive income from real estate without ever owning a property the traditional way? Join me this week and I'll show you how it works, right? So these are you can change this to will show you how it works if you know I'm going to be doing the presentation stuff like that. I thought I missed the wave until I found this. The future of real estate just got way more exciting, right? It's legal, it's real, and it's changing the game. The doors to this opportunity are still open, but not for long. There's a webinar happening soon. You've seen crypto, you've seen real estate, but what happens when you combine them? Join us for our next session. These are things that curiosity things that you can actually come up with that you can post on social media that will create curiosity and actually get people to to chime in with you and join the presentations and things like that if you want to do the web if you want them to come to the webinar. All right, let me go. Let's go into uh that's a 10. I mean, look at this. All right, here's some more curiosity posts right here, right? So the old rules are broken. Everyone's still teaching buy rentals and wait 10 years strategy for passive income. The problem is in today's market, the game is rigged. I just found a faster way to create cash flow without a single rental. DM me info if you want the details. The best kept real estate secret. People think you need hundreds of thousands to get started in real estate, but I just discovered a strategy that flips that on its head. It's fast, low risk, and perfect for everyday people. Comment, show me. These are some things that you could post. Just some ideas. It's going to give you some ideas, right? So you can actually look through this. These are in the documents as well. So you can look through these. These will help you. I even have email templates when people join you in e-estate. So when people join, you have a new agent. There's a letter that you can send to them. Whether you put this, if you're connected to them on Telegram, you may do something simple on Telegram, right? And let me show you guys something. If you were like, hey, look, if I want something simple to do this on Telegram, then you would say you could do this and actually copy it into like ChatGPT or Perplexity, and it'll give you a Telegram message, right? So you could just be like, hey, look, copy, right? I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna show you guys this really quick. Let me open up another ChatGPT screen. Let me show you guys this right here. This is going to be amazing, right? So I could come in and I could jump into ChatGPT. Um, and I'm gonna ask, can you make this a friendly, right? I'm gonna say, can you make this a friendly, informal Telegram message? And I'm gonna say, dear blank agent's name. I'll put that in there. And ChatGPT. Yeah, I have the paid version. The paid version, I like having the paid version. It gives me all the options of things that I could do. So that's what I do. So I actually do the paid version. So look what happens when I put that in. It says welcome aboard, and it tells you put in the agent's name. So you're now officially a certified digital real estate agent with eEstate, the future of real estate investing. We're super excited to have you in the community. Now you're a part of a family of innovators, educators, wealth builders who are helping people unlock the power of tokenized real estate. Let's win together, right? Now it'll ask you stuff like this. Did you want even make it even shorter? Let me see. Yes. So I'm gonna tell it to yes, make it even shorter. Congrats, you're now a certified digital real estate agent. Welcome to the future of real estate investing. You can just come up with some stuff, but make sure you're connecting with the people who are joining you because when you connect with them, you know, it's going to make them feel more welcome. One of the things people want to do is feel included, right? So we want to make them feel welcome, make them feel included. Once you start building a team, you're probably going to want to start some type of group chat, whether it's on Telegram, WhatsApp, or even in Facebook Messenger. But you want to have some type of group where you could communicate information to them, because as you continue to scale your organization, it's going to be hard to talk to everybody one on one. But having a central source of communication is going to be very valuable for you, right? And so those are things that you want to do once you start building your organization. But all of this stuff, you can actually come in and you could do this, right? You can actually do whatever you need to do, but get in front of the people. So this is all. You also want to make a version without their name, so you can easily post it for group announcements. It'll even do that for you, right? So I love ChatGPT because it's always going to make suggestions to make this even better for you. So that is a good thing, right? Um, Here's another thing, guys. Don't be afraid to play around with ChatGPT, right? I want you guys to get this. I'm gonna do a quick one for you. I'm gonna do a quick one. Let me ask ChatGPT something. Hey, chat, I am working with a new agent and I want to help them get off to a fast start. Now, they say they don't have a lot of people to talk to. So I was wondering if you could act as a world-class sales coach and help me come up with some ways that they could find new people to talk to about e-estate and give me some potential things that they could say to that person to get them interested in learning more about e-estate. It put that in there for me. I'm going to let ChatGPT do its thing. And it says, perfect. Let's build out a fast start playbook that you can hand to your new agent. I'll break it down in two parts. Here, where to find people to talk to, what to say to spark interest in e-estate, right? So where to find people to talk to. When someone says they don't have a lot of people, it usually means they haven't been trained to see opportunity everywhere. I love ChatGPT, man. This is incredible. So here's how they can expand their circle quickly. Old phone contacts. Scroll through A to Z to identify anyone they haven't spoken to in a while. Social media connections. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, especially people who've liked, comment on money or investing or lifestyle posts. Past coworkers, classmates, church, gym friends. And it's going to tell you warm market referrals. Who do you know that's interested in investing in real estate? A lot of people underestimate that. One of the things with every conversation, you can simply come up with that, right? You can say, "Hey, who do you know?" It asking like, "Hey, look, I was wondering. I know it may not be you, but who do you know would be interested in investing in real estate and earning passive income?" Networking events. Toastmasters, real estate Facebook groups, wealth building Telegram channels, cold market, social media outreach, join wealth and investing groups, content posting, share e-estate success stories, quick educational reels, or money tips to attract curious minds, meet up in co-working spaces, hang around where entrepreneurs and investors gather. What to say? Here are some quick things. The goal isn't to pitch right away. It's to create curiosity. Here are some lines your agent can use naturally. Hey, blank. Quick question. Have you ever heard of digital real estate? Here's another one. I just got certified in something pretty unique. It's like owning real estate, but tokenized so everyone can start small. Have you seen anything like that before? I'm working on a project that combines real estate and passive income. If I sent you a short video, would you check it out? Here's social media, right? This is warm market. That's for family, friends, and contacts, right? So this was social media, right? I saw you post I saw you post about investing. Are you in more into stocks, crypto, or real estate? Let them answer, right? That's the question. I'm connecting with people who are looking at alternative ways to build wealth. Is that something you're exploring right now? I'm a part of a community that's helping everyday people tap into tokenized real estate. Would you be open to learn a little bit about it? Here's your cold market. If you could invest in real estate without needing thousands of dollars up front, what would that interest you, right? Have you seen real estate? Have you seen how real estate is being tokenized, kind of like crypto, but backed by property? Most people want passive income, but don't know where to start. That's what our platform solves. You want me to share how it works? So here is a daily method of operation, a DMO for you. Fast start, 3 new combos a day, online or offline, every day. Commit to doing 3 new combos a day. 2 follow-ups a day. Circle back with people who showed interest before, and 1 piece of content a day. Post a story, even if it's a screenshot or a flyer or a quote. Consistency builds momentum. The agent doesn't need 1,000 people, just a handful of the right ones who get curiosity and take action, right? Who get curious and take action. Do you want me to also create a ready to use script flow, like a mini text message sequence they can copy and paste for Messenger or Telegram? Man, how many of y'all think this is valuable right here? This right here is valuable. If you think this is valuable, do me a favor, drop a 3 in the chat. Drop a 3 in the chat. I know we're going for a little while, but that's why I set these sessions up for 2 hours. I want to make sure we cover everything that we need to cover on these sessions, right? This is so valuable, guys. All right. So I could tell it yes. So I say, yes, please create that, right? And it's going to come back. It's going to, let's build a step-by-step message sequence your new agent could copy paste right into that messenger, telegram, or even text. Icebreaker. Hey, blank, how have you been? I was just thinking about you and wanted to check in. Great icebreaker. Hey, blank, I came across your profile post and thought I'd reach out. Always good connecting with like-minded people. Here's the next one. Quick question. Have you ever heard of digital real estate? If they say yes, awesome. What have you seen so far? Right? Then you could, I just got certified as a digital real estate agent with a platform called eEstate. It's really changing the way people invest. If they say no, then that's the exciting part. It's like owning real estate, but tokenized. So everyday people could get started without needing thousands of dollars up front. Here's a value teaser. What I love about it is that it combines stability of real estate with the flexibility of crypto. People are using it to build real passive income streams. Here's a call to, if I sent you a short video that explains it better than I can, would you check it out? Here's one thing that I learned a long time ago to be successful in this space is that you got to keep everything simple and duplicatable. All right. Now, why aren't they going to tell you to go ahead and blah, blah, blah all this information? You always want to just peek and pass. What I mean is pique their interest, then pass them to a piece of information. Pique their interest and then pass them to some information. So if you pique their interest and they say, yeah, I'm interested. Let me send you this quick video. I even have a 12-minute video on my YouTube channel that you can share with somebody. Say, look, check out this 12-minute video that's going to talk about it. Little 12-minute video is going to can you listen a quick video? Even if it's not that my video, maybe it could be the e-estate video. It's a 4-minute video. The e-estate video on the e-estate channel, on the e-estate YouTube channel, it's a 4 minute and some change video. Whichever video is best for you, you can send them the short video so they can check it out. They check out the information. Or if you want to invite them directly to a Zoom session, if there's one coming up, like there's 5 days a week, there's Zoom sessions, right? So if there was a Zoom session coming up, like we have one tonight at 9 p.m., a private Zoom session, right? So you can say, well, we've got a quick Zoom call tonight. It's a great way to see how it works and ask questions. Want me to send you the link? Simple as that. Then here they even give you the follow-up. Perfect. I'll send it over. After you watch it, let's chat. I love to hear what you think. Here's a follow-up. If they go quiet after the video session, hey, did you get a chance to check out the video session? What did you like best about what you saw? No worry. If time is off, I just want to make sure you don't miss it. Opportunities like this don't come around often. This is actually pretty cool, guys. This is going to give you a detailed game plan where you could be consistent with what you're doing and doing this every single day, reaching out to people, getting in front of new people, getting new people in front of the information is going to start build. This is how you build your momentum. Now, one of the things that I want you guys to I'm thinking about doing I know I'm going to do it. I just got to figure out which book I'm going to do, right? And I'll let you guys vote on it since you're going to hear. I want us to do a book of the month that's going to help you be even more successful, right? And I read books all the time. So I want to come up with, I want to do a book of the month for October, right? And there's two books that I'm really considering right now. One of them is The Psychology of Sales by Brian Tracy, which is an absolute game changer for me. I love what that book does. But the other one is a book that I love also, which is Go for No. Has anybody read either one of those books? If you read one of those books, drop a four in the chat. Drop a four in the chat if you've read one of those books. I believe one of those books will help you a lot, right? And those books have helped me a lot, right? Because it really helps you with the mindset. The psychology of sales, you get the mindset of becoming, and it's not just about sales. When you understand what sales really is, and when it's the art of communicating effectively, is really what sales all it is. Most people have a negative connotation with sales, but it's really communicating effectively. And so I like both of those. So what I'm going to do is release. That the go for no is absolutely amazing, right? So go for no changes your perception of trying to get people to say yes, right? With go for no, when I got started with go for no, once I read that book, I was out every day and I was like, hey, look, I'm going through getting 100 people to say no. I'm not really as concerned about your like you saying yes, right? What I'm trying to do is mark your name off the list. I'm really not trying to convince or persuade you in any way, but what I'm trying to do is give you the information. And if you say no, then that's fine. I have a goal of getting 20 no's a day. It's a crazy way to think, but it's a phenomenal way for you go. And the thing is, if you go through these no's and you go in for the no, and you say, hey, I'm gonna get 20 no's a day, you are gonna have a lot of people who are going to say yes. First of all, a lot of people don't want to be. Nobody wants to be marked off the list, right? Like people like, hey, look, I just I want to put the information in front of you because I got a goal I'm trying to hit, right? And if it's not for you, I'm just trying to mark you off the list, right? This is a thing. If you take opportunity away from people, a lot of time people would scrounge and fight to get that opportunity back, right? So a lot of times I even have a thing when I'm talking to people and I'll tell them what I do. I was like, hey, look, yeah, I help people earn passive income through real estate, but in not in the traditional way, in a new way, which allows them to start with as little as $10 and start earning passive income. They say, okay, cool, whatever. Now I know this probably I don't know if you would be interested, or I don't even know if you qualify for it, right? I may say something like that. But if you know somebody that is interested, let me know and I get them some information over there. And so we can help them. As a matter of fact, we have a way to get them to start earning passive income within the next 24 to 48 hours. I may even take it back from them. Like, hey, I don't even when you tell people, I don't even know if it's your thing or if it'll be your thing or if you qualify for it. But if I can get you in front of some information, that way you can make an educated decision for yourself if you want to, start earning this passive income with us. So it looks like we got some people that are for go for no. If you guys are for go for no, then go ahead. Let's drop a five in the chat. If you was like, hey, go for no, sounds like a plan. Go for no. I love go for no. Go for no was a game changer for me, right? So I love that. So we got, I think it's a go for no, right? So we're gonna do that. That'll be our book of the month for October. We'll have another one for December, but we're gonna go over that together. And what we'll do is on our agent accelerator sessions, we're gonna go over some of the things that we learned from the go for no, so that we can actually put this stuff into practice, from the book. So that'll be good. So we got that. So it's 4:35. I do want to make sure that we have time to address any questions or anything that people have. So if you have a question about something, if you could drop it in the chat, or you could raise your hand. That way I can unmute you if you want to be unmuted. So either way that you want to actually ask your question, you can actually do that. Let's see who has questions for us today. No questions? That's good. I do want to go through this with chat real quick. I want to ask something to chat real quick. Hey chat, I need your help. If you can help me come up with a quick one-liner elevator type pitch to tell people what I do when they ask, what do I do? That would be, I want it to be something catchy and something that's going to cause people to ask me more about what I do. So if you could act as a world-class coach, sales coach, business coach, all of that, and with a ton of experience, so that I could come up with the most effective one-liner that I could use as an elevator pitch, that would be great. And I want to have several options. Give me about 10 options that you come up with. So I'm gonna just drop that in there. And got it. This is powerful because the right one-liner can flip a casual "what do you do" into a real conversation about estate and passive income. I give you 10 options across different styles: curiosity driven, bold, simple, conversational. Each one designed to spark and tell me more response, right? So here's what we have: one-liner elevator pitch option. I help everyday people create passive income through digital real estate. That's a good. When somebody asks, "What do you do?" That's what I do. I show people how to invest in real estate without needing thousands of dollars up front. I teach people how to own a piece of real estate with just a few clicks. I help people turn real estate into cash flow without tenants, toilets, or mortgages. I'm a part of a movement that's bringing real estate into the digital age. I actually like that one. That's actually pretty cool right there, right? Here's another one. I help people unlock wealth by tokenizing real estate. I help people build financial freedom through passive income in real estate 2.0, right? I show people how to make money from real estate without being a landlord. Oh, what else? I help people create new streams of income with digital property ownership. I help everyday people invest like the wealthy through tokenized real estate. So they said, pro tip: delivery is key. Say it with confidence, pause, and smile. Let them lean in and ask, wait, what do you mean? That's your open door to share more. Man, if you think those are helpful, drop a six in the chat for me. I wanted it to come up with that because I know some people are out and about all day and they run into people and you want to know exactly what to say. Get this down. Start rehearsing these in the mirror. Find the one that you identify with the most. Rehearse these with people that you live with, you love, all this stuff. Rehearse it in the mirror, whatever you have to do, so you get real confident in saying it. I like this one, number five. I'm a part of a movement that's bringing real estate into the digital age. Oh, like I don't know anybody that's not going to ask something about it. Like, okay, what is that all about? Well, you can start to share more, right? Let me ask. Mm, So give me some follow-up statements when people show interest. Here are 10 follow-up statements. So you got follow-up statements. You can say, yeah, it's pretty wild. Imagine owning a piece of real estate the same way that you buy stock or crypto. Woo, man, you guys are going to be empowered and equipped with this stuff. It's like bringing real estate into the digital age, easier to get into, but still backed by real property. Most people think you need 50K to get into real estate. We show folks how to start for a fraction of that. Most people want passive income but don't know where to start. That's exactly what this solves. The best part is no tenants, toilets, or late night calls, just steady passive cash flow. It's designed for people who want to build wealth but don't want the headache of being a landlord. Social proof and community. We've got a growing community of investors who are building streams of income this way. People from all walks of life, teachers, entrepreneurs, and retirees are using this to get their foot in the door with real estate. Easy next step. If I sent you a short video that explains it better than I can, would you check it out? We do quick Zoom sessions where people see exactly how it works. Would you want me to send you the invite? The key is what this is because we have ChatGPT acting as a world-class sales coach. The key is don't oversell, just spark curiosity, highlight the benefit, then invite them to take a small next step. Video, Zoom, or chat. Do you want me to script a mini three-step flow, one-liner, follow-up, invite? This is how powerful ChatGPT is, man. This is incredible, but this is good right here. So you know exactly what to say. And once you get this down, you won't be saying these exact words, but you know how to frame it. You know how to frame your conversations. So from this, we've already got icebreakers. You got a one-liner for you to start with. You got one-liner elevator pitch. You got icebreakers to get it started. You got text message script that you can actually provide. Like all of this stuff right here is going to be absolutely phenomenal for you all. As a matter of fact, let me tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to do this. I'm gonna say, can you package all of this into a PDF and give it a catchy title? So, how about I want to ask a quick question while it's doing that. How about from me doing this right now, is giving you guys, if this is giving you creative ways or innovative ways to use Chat GPT more effectively, drop a 7 in the chat. If you just threw this, you like, hey, look, I haven't been using Chat GPT like I supposed to, right? Because once you learn how to use Chat GPT, I'm telling you guys, it is a game changer. It is nobody can compete. People are not going to be able to compete with you when you're using Chat GPT in this way. Now, look, it just came up with a document. This is fast start scripts, which I'm gonna put this in. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna put this in the e-estate toolkit, right? I'm gonna put this in the agent toolkit. Here it is. It put it here. Your one-liner elevator pitches, your 10 follow-up statements, and your conversation flow, right? So that's it right there. But I wanted to do the other one as well. So we have this. This is downloaded. So let me go back. So let me go in here. Let me go into the e-estate docs and I'm going to upload this to my e-estate docs here. Where's my thing at? Oh, yeah. So I want to upload this into the estate docs before I forget about it, right? So that's in the estate documents right now. So I put it in the estate agent docs so you guys can have that, right? But I wanted to go back and I want to do this as well. Can you do the same for um all right, I'm gonna do this fast start playbook. So I'm gonna get it to download this for me. Um and it's going to package all of that for me. So I'll put this in the e-estate agent documents as well so that you guys will have this. But like I said, guys, go in and use ChatGPT to the best of your ability because this is going to help you guys as well. What I'm also doing, and I'm going to tell you guys what I'm working on as well. I'm always working on stuff to make this even better for everybody. So this is where to find people to talk to, all this stuff that's in there. So I'm going to put this in there. Let me go back in here. What I'm working on as well is I'm going to come up with a GPT that will allow you, and you don't worry, you won't have to go. What I'm building is it'll be a custom GPT where you'll be able to go in, ask a question about e-estate, and it will give you the answer. So you don't have to go searching through so many documents to find answers, but we'll have a GPT that will allow you to go in and get an answer for itself. It's going to take me a little bit of time for me to finish that, which I'm going to try to do it. I'm going to try to have it done in about a week or so. So it's going to take me some time to do that, but that'll be out there for you guys as well soon. So we'll have that because I know a lot of people have questions. Um, about stuff. So I'm gonna have it built into a website. So and I'll talk to Brandon about even putting it on the e-estate website, the custom GPT. If he puts it on the e-estate website, then what we'll do is we'll have it there so you could just type in your question and it'll automatically give you an answer, right? Like from e-estate. So and it'll search through all the information so you don't have to try to climb through all information to find the answer. So that's going to be something. So that's another thing that I'm working on there. But we got this here, guys. So that I added those documents. The fast start playbook is in there, and the fast start scripts are in there, so that you have that as well in there to deal with. So that is good stuff. So once again, does anybody have any questions? Or I know some of you all might be like, this is information overload. This is way too much and all this stuff. But I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys a lot of stuff that you can run with from this session right here. I want after this session, you'll be able to take action immediately and start getting some results, right? So we went over the mindset early. We went over the skill set, and we went over the toolkit and different things that you could use so that you could be more effective as an e-estate agent, right? So I always like to do a quick check to make sure that I'm effective with all I do. If you've got something that you can run with from this time with me in the agent accelerator, can you drop a 777 in the chat for me? Drop a 777 in the chat. You guys, let's see who has gotten something. There you go. I see the 777s coming in. You guys are amazing. I really appreciate that. There you go. We got the 777s coming in. This is phenomenal. All right, guys. So I'm gonna give you about 10 minutes back in your day. You spent quite a while. You've been on here for about 2 hours with me, but this has been phenomenal. I'm glad that I was able to do this. Guys, keep in mind that we do have a presentation tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. A presentation tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. If you guys are in the e-estate chat, then we have, and I'll put it out there in all the chats, but we have a private presentation tonight at 9 p.m. If you guys want to hop on that private presentation tonight at 9 p.m., you could definitely do that. Where we're going to be exposing information, the information to more people. So we'll put that information out in the chats as well. So I want to thank you guys for being on today. I really appreciate each and every one of you, and we're going to continue to take this thing to the next level and have some phenomenal success with e-estate. All right. So until the next presentation, I hope you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day. And this session is officially over. Let's go.